opposition political parties: the Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN, the Congress for Progressive Change, CPC, the All Nigeria People's Party, AMPP, and a faction of All Progressives Grand Alliance. The resolution was indeed signed by Chief Tom Nkimi. Incidentally, he is now a member of the People's Democratic Party. Senator Annie Okonkwo for All Progressive Grand Alliance, Malam Ibrahim Shekarau, former governor of Kano State, now also a PDP member but a minister at the moment for education, and Malam Garu Basadi of the Congress for Progressive Change. The All Progressive Congress formally received approval from the nation's electoral umpire, INEC, on the 31st of July 2013 to fully become a full-fledged party. And it was thereafter, November 25, 2013, that 5 governors in the ruling party announced their decision to move and join APC. These are Rotimi Amaechi of Rivers State, where incidentally the campaign flag of is starting, Aliu Wamako, Sokoto, Rabi Kwankwaso, Kano State, former governor of Adamawa State, Murtala Nyako, and Abdul Fattah Ahmed of Kwara State. So it was a situation where some other PDP members from the House of Representatives also defected between December 18, 2013, 37 of them, and also in January 2014. This party was actually formed to promote and foster the unity, political stability, and the national consciousness of the people of Nigeria. The party is also out to promote true federalism and the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and also to establish and organize chapters of the party through sponsorship of eligible candidates to which they have already fielded candidates. They are out to evolve, develop, and promote an economic policy direction which guarantees public participation where necessary. So here at Adoke Amesimaka Stadium, with a population of over 50,000 at this stadium at the moment, the party is out to commence its presidential flag off, with the standard bearer in attendance, General Muhammadu Buhari, and his vice presidential candidate, Professor Yomi Osinbajo, and also some governors from the states of the Federation are already here with General Muhammadu Buhari, and the Director General of the campaign organization, who you all know is the governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi. We also have some members of the National Working Committee of All Progressive Congress who are also here, some members of the Senate, some members of the House of Rep, and the national chairman of the party, who is sitting side by side with the presidential standard bearer of All Progressive Congress and the vice presidential standard bearer. I'm talking about Chief John Odigye Oyegun. So the stage is set for this epic flag off of the presidential campaign with some other governors. Lagos, I can also see Governor of Ogun State, and also some other former governor of Ekiti State is here, with some other members of the All Progressive Congress, and also some of their governorship candidates who are also here to give support to this party that is out for the 2015 elections. Amit.
Yes, indeed, Femi. And at formation, the APC came up with an 8-point agenda. Number 1 is war against corruption, food security, accelerated power supply, integrated transport network, free education, devolution of power, accelerated economic growth, and affordable healthcare system. It might interest you to know that campaigns of this nature is very, very unique and expected of all political parties. And the campaign is expected to contain ideas that the candidates want to share with the voters. It is to get those who agree with their ideas to support them when running for a political position. The message is often consists of several talking points about policy issues And that is what we are out here for today. Policy issues, not mudslinging or personality assassination. We are here at the Adokia Mesemeka Stadium to capture the proceedings here. The atmosphere is electric. The crowd is mammoth. And everything, the weather is very clement, and everything looks very good enough to have a very bright day, Femi.
Indeed. It
Thank you very much, South Squad. Thank you. With that song, we say welcome to River State. Welcome the change agents. Welcome the next government. Welcome the next president of Nigeria. Yes. Let us quickly do some of the recognitions we have here because for want of time, we will do the remaining as we go on with the program. The first on the list is the leader of the All Progressives Congress. I call him the lead change agent of Nigeria. The presidential standard bearer for the APC.
What the party is now doing is to acknowledge some of the dignitaries who are here. We can also see some market women, some members of social organizations, some non-governmental organizations are also not left behind in this campaign for All Progressive Congress. APC, just like I was saying earlier on, what would you really say Nigerians are looking forward to from all the political parties that will be participating in 2015 elections?
Well, one thing that Nigerians will be looking forward to is peace. Peace and peace. So that there will be no need for rancor, there will be no need, for thuggery, there will be no need for unwholesome behavior. That peaceful election, people will go to the polling booths, cast their votes, monitor their votes, and listen, attentively to the declaration by the singular body that is vested with that particular responsibility. That is the Independent National Electoral Commission. And if we take instruction from the statement of the President and Commander-in-Chief himself, he said he's looking forward to a very peaceful, 2015 general elections, because no election is worth the blood of any Nigerian. That is one particular figurative expression of the president, and that has been his body language all through. And we believe that Nigerians will take cue, and that people will not in any way foment trouble, on the day of the general elections. And at the end of the day, all of us as a nation will have cause to glorify God.
And that is what Nigerians are looking forward to. Let's watch some of the dignitaries as they are being introduced here at Adoke Mesemeka Stadium, venue of this presidential flag off campaign for All Progressive Congress.
We want to recognize the presence of the Ogun State Executive Governor, my very own Senator Ibikule Amosu. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? May we also mention that we have Our Excellency, the pillar behind Rotimi Amaechi, the one and only High Excellency Judith Rotimi Amaechi. Mommy, we recognize you. Also here with us, ladies and gentlemen, what do we want to Thank you very much. Also here present with us, ladies and gentlemen, is the Executive Governor of Lagos State, the State Center of Excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us here Barrister Tuji Reggie Fashola. Fashola. The PRF is here. PRF is here. Let us recognize the former governors of Ekiti State, former governor of Osun State, former governor of Bayelsa State. Please put your hands together for all these wonderful personalities. We're talking about governors Fayemi, Oni, and Silva. Your Excellencies, you're very much welcome. Let us recognize elder statesmen, senior citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, including Audu Obe, and of course, Senator Chris Ngige. May I also mention we have the flag bearer of Kaduna State right here with us, Malam Nasir El-Rufai. Let us also recognize quickly the governor of Imo State. My governor, my people, my people. Oh yeah. And all ladies and gentlemen, may I also add that Malam El-Rufai is the governor in waiting in Kaduna State. And I've just been told we have the leader of the Red Cap Revolution right here with us, the governor of Kano State, the one and only RMK, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Also people, Rivers people, we have here with us the APC flag bearer for the gubernatorial candidacy of Rivers State. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our own, all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate our own Dakuku Adowo Piloso. And his lovely wife, Elima Dakuku Piteside, is also here. And their running mate is also here. Honorable Asita Okore Asita. We have the flag bearer of Delta State, Chief Otega, is also here. You're very much welcome. All right. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, so many eminent personalities, too many eminent personalities. If we continue with this recognition, we'll be here till tomorrow, I can assure you. For want of time, we will go straight to the very next item on the program. It gives me the pleasure to welcome a lovely lady you always see on TV until she has gone to represent us at the House of Representatives. She will step forward to bring on stage the very next act for this event. Let me welcome Honorable Abike Dabiri Ewa.
Thank you very much. APC! APC! Positive change! Thank you very much. On behalf of every one of us who got into Port Harcourt yesterday and today, I want to say a very big thank you to the warm and great people of Rivers State. Great people of Rivers State! And I'll be partial. Great women of Rivers State! Thank you very much. We proceed now as we invite our chief host today, the governor of Rivers State. the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum, and now the Director General of the Muhammadu Buhari Campaign Organization. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the performing governor of Rivers State, an agent of change, defender of democracy, the Right Honorable Rotimi Chibuke Amaechi, CON.
Jesus for this opportunity. Please be seated. We thank him for his love and kindness. We thank him for being our God. Those coming down, please go back upstairs. Those coming down, please go back upstairs. I want those seats filled. I want seats filled. Back upstairs. You can see my face. You can see my face. Okay, okay. I will speak for 5 minutes and I will go back. All right, all right. I want to start by thanking God for this opportunity. And I thank God for this opportunity because I never knew I would be governor. Today, I am governor by the grace of God. Today, I have stayed in office till 2015. By this time last year, the men who thought they were God thought would have been out of office. By this time last year, men had collected money to remove us from office. But the God we worship never allowed it to happen. Now, they are the people struggling. Now they are what? They are struggling. We told them there will be this time. We did tell them there will be this time when they will be looking for our votes. Okay. Now, I want to thank all of you and thank Reversible for accepting to make me your governor. Good or bad, I may not have been the best governor you have ever seen. I am not a perfect man. I am not a perfect man at all. You agree to that? But I'm human. You will agree that when we came, we addressed insecurity. You agree that in the past we could not have sat or had our rally here. We are gradually going back to that. I hear today that members of APC from outside the local government area and from Kana were shot at on their way to this place. The PDP believes in God. We believe in God and man. We shall stand and face their bullets. We shall stand and face their guns. You know, the fact is...
Note that the party has no doubt fielded candidates in virtually most of the various positions for the 2015 elections, and that is what the party says. It is because it is the main opposition party and they have to demonstrate that, and that is why they are putting in candidates in the 2015 elections. It is on that note that they have decided to flag off their campaign here at Adoke Amaechi Stadium, which Amit told you earlier on the history of the stadium, what it symbolizes, and how the people of Rivers State see the stadium.
All I will assure you is that as your governor, they will do nothing if we all stand together. You know the story of the broom. You can break a broom. You can't break them when they are together. You agree? The stand can be broken, but when they are together, you cannot. That's why APC has brought this symbol of a broom for our party. It is not enough to gather. Go and get your PVC and vote for who? Vote for all APC candidates, beginning from General Muhammadu Buhari and his vice, and our three senatorial candidates. Magnus Ngei Abe, Speaker Otele Amakri, and allow me now, and Chief Andrew Chendu. That is the district. We will now make sure they win. And all our House of Reps candidates. And then our governorship candidate, his name is Dakuku Peterside, and his deputy, and all the House of Assembly candidates. God bless you as we welcome all our guests who have come from outside Port Harcourt. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We know.
Governor Rotimi Amaechi of Rivers State. For me, one interesting thing I've noticed here is the fact that, you know, we have representatives from all the 23 local government areas in Rivers State in the stadium here, and they're filling, you know, the terraces as I will see it, you know, go by on, you know, on our cameras, and the atmosphere, like I said, has been, you know, very feverish. It's very electric. People have been trooping in here into the stadium as early as 7 o'clock, you know, this morning, and you could see all of them very enthusiastic to see what exactly is going to happen here today. And what is happening is the official flag off of the presidential campaign of General Muhammadu Buhari, the representative or the flag bearer of the APC, All Progressive, you know, Congress. If you are just joining us, we are at the Adoke Amaechi Stadium here in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, the venue of the official flag off of the 2015 general election campaign of the APC, All Progressive Congress Party, spearheaded or by the former head of state, General Muhammadu Buhari, who is the presidential candidate. This is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tambuwal. He's been called to the podium to deliver his address. You will recall that he defected from the ruling party to APC and is now the flag bearer or the gubernatorial candidate of the APC in his native state of Sokoto.
God bless you. The national chairman of our great party, Chief John Oyegun, the presidential flag bearer and the great change agent, General Muhammadu Buhari, his running mate, Professor Osinbajo, members of the National Working Committee of the party, members of the National Assembly here present, our dear governors, and in particular, the host governor, the Director General of our campaign organization, and indeed, the lion from the Delta, my dear friend, Chief Amaechi, his amiable wife, all the good people of Rivers State and national leaders gathered here today. I bring to you good felicitations and best wishes, not only for today, but for tomorrow and a better Nigeria come 2015. We're here in company of our great leader, General Muhammadu Buhari, who by the special grace of God shall be sworn in the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come May 29th. I must admit that I'm impressed by what I'm seeing here today. This is a clear testimony that Rivers and indeed the good people of Nigeria will come out en masse and overwhelmingly vote the candidates of the APC. On this note, may I take advantage of this podium to thank the Governor of Rivers State for making my colleague, Honorable Dakuku Ado Peterside, for being the flag bearer of the state governorship of Rivers State. And in the House of Representatives, we are so blessed that we also have Honorable Asita Honorable as the running mate. So you can see why comprehensively this is a National Assembly project in Rivers State. And we shall support all of them with all that we have. Now, when I defected to the APC, many people were surprised that how can I leave a ruling party to an opposition party? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the privileged position of the Speaker of the House of Representatives that I presided over for 3.5 years, we oversighted the current government. And what we saw and what we are still seeing is mind-boggling. And we believe, arising from the information available to us, that we don't deserve the current type of leadership that we have at the center. By the grace of God,
The House of Representatives, who incidentally is the gubernatorial candidate of All Progressive Congress, has been thanking the people of Rivers State, in particular the Director General of the organization, for the noble deeds and for all he has been doing for the people of Rivers. To him, All Progressive Congress has come and the party is set to contest in the 2015 elections. Amid.
Yes, indeed, Femi. One other thing I want to really remind our viewers is the fact that when APC executed or put together a very successful, Congress, the ruling party, the PDP, congratulated the APC leadership. That is to show you that people have very large heart, and that the PDP stated that the PDP, the PDP leadership, stated that the APC should ensure a very vibrant opposition devoid of bitterness and desperation and divisive tendencies. And the publicity secretary of PDP, Olisa Metu, also told the new leadership to ensure an issue-based opposition that will purposefully and constructively engage and challenge the PDP. I think that is such a very, welcoming, statement, by the PDP, to the opposition. And it is also expected that the same gesture will be reciprocated, by the APC at their at this rally today, because we need peace in Nigeria, we need unity, and just like I told you earlier on, the president had said that no election is worth the blood of any Nigerian, and we are expecting a situation in which the election in 2015 will be very, very peaceful, just like I said earlier on. And here today at the Amaechi Stadium, we are witnessing the formal, opening or the formal rally of the All Progressive Congress, the APC, the flag of. The presidential candidate will come to the podium later on. This is the time for speeches, and as we go back to the podium, we want to really, really thank our viewers who are out there with us, savoring the excitement and joy normally attached to an occasion such as this. People are still trooping into the complex, wanting to really catch a glimpse of the proceedings here. And like I said, the weather is very clement and everything looks very peaceful.
That the women in River State are women that cannot be bought with money. Not be so. Not be so. God blessed us with Her Excellency, a woman that we cannot find anywhere else. In her tenure, we have 42 councillors. Then Judith Amaechi, we are behind her. And the women in River State are saying that APC all the way. Not be so. Not be so. Thank you very much. Not be so. Now so, are you ready? Are you ready? Great people of River State, now it is time to see the man you want to see. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we now call to the stage our national chairman, Chief John Odike Oyegu, to be accompanied by the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, by the grace of God, and his vice presidential candidate, Professor Osinbajo, to please come to the stage as we welcome them with, well, a very good religious song. There is something that makes me come into your presence. My head to your presence.
Flag off is indeed a reality here at the Adoke Amaechi Stadium.
Okay, do you know when you say Baba, you say oh yo yo, Baba, oh yo yo, Baba, oh yo yo, say oh yo yo, Baba, Baba, oh yo yo. Ladies and gentlemen, I hand over the microphone to the chairman of our
John Odige Oyegu to conduct the rest of the proceedings.
The national chairman of the party, and this is when he is expected to make his own speech and equally beckon on the presidential flag bearer of the party to also make his speech.
Rivers people, I say Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Have you made your resolutions yet? What is your resolution for this new year? PDP out! PDP! Jonathan!
This is a party that has, just like we said earlier on, 4 other parties that met together, joined together, resolved to form the opposition, the CPC, the Action Congress of Nigeria, and also a faction of All Progressive Grand Alliance.
From Rivers State. Great people of Rivers State, are you happy? Who is your president? Who is your president?
Of the people of Nigeria, to promote true federalism in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and also to evolve, develop, and promote an economic policy direction which guarantees public participation in and where necessary. The national chairman introducing the presidential standard bearer of the party for the presidential election and some other candidates of the party. This is when they will be presented flags to formally signal the commencement of their campaign. And that is why the national chairman is having the flag as he proceeds now to present it.
You go to vote in the last governor of Rivers State with the approval of your people. I present you this flag. I will ask for it in government house. Great people of Rivers State.
State of All Progressive Congress in Rivers State, no other person other than Dr. Dakuku Adol Peter Side. He's already acknowledging cheers from the teaming crowd and party supporters with his running mate. Incidentally, both of them are members of the House of Representatives.
Whilst I present to you the President in waiting of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Do you want electricity? Do you want better security? Do you want to wipe out corruption?
Bearer of the party, no doubt, is already yearning for this, and that is when the party will formally acknowledge and also signal the commencement of his campaign. And that is why the national chairman of the party has actually come and is now seeking again the mandate of party supporters here in Rivers State for General Muhammadu Buhari and Professor Yemi Osinbajo, a senior advocate of Nigeria and a one-time Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Lagos State.
Which is the highest point of that career. He is also a senior advocate of Nigeria. Are these not the two people you want in this era of change? General Buhari was ahead of his time. His time has finally come. Do you not say so? If you want corruption wiped out, who are you going to vote for? If you want Boko Haram not to overtake all of us,
Chairman, John Odike Oyegu, one-time governor of Old Bendel State, presenting the flag bearers of the party, both the governorship, the gubernatorial, as well as the presidential election. Waiting in the wings to receive the flag, the presidential candidate, General Muhammadu Buhari, who steps forward now, who will be formally presented to the mammoth crowd here.
Baba! Baba! APC! APC! The national chairman, Chief Adegu, the host governor, Chief Amaechi, the governors that are here of Lagos, Ogun State, the former governors, members of the National Working Committee, distinguished senators, honorable members of the House of Representatives and Assemblies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, my running mate has been adequately introduced with his fine intellectual achievement and his experience in political office as a Commissioner of Justice and Attorney General of Lagos State, where they work closely together with the President Governor, who was then the Chief of Staff, under Asuwaju Bola Tinubu. Your Excellencies, I would like firstly to thank the Governor of Rivers State profusely and congratulate him for being the Director General of the Presidential Campaign Team. He earned it in the sense that our committee forwarded names to me and he was heading the committee. So I did not close my eyes and pick anybody. We came to the process recognized by our great party, and I thank him very much for accepting it, because it is a lot of hard work. It is a lot of sacrifice. And the way he has mobilized people to flag off the campaign, presidential campaign today, is an indication that we have made a wise choice. But I assume that all of us here represent certain constituencies. My appeal to you is what has already been said by the governor. Let us please make sure all those that are entitled to vote, 18 years and above, have got their PVC, permanent voters card, and let them be prepared to spend the whole day in the queue if necessary to make sure they vote. And let them make sure that their vote counts. The fundamental issues facing this country is insecurity and the problem of the economy, which was being made worse by corruption. I assure you that we are going to finally assemble a competent team of Nigerians to efficiently manage this country. I am appealing to you. The damage that has been done to this country is great. The level of unemployment, the level of insecurity is intolerable. The damage has been done. It will take time, it will take patience, it will take support from you to make sure that we succeed having got there. I have to be brief because of the fatigue shown by some of our colleagues that are going away. The campaign for 2015 election for presidential candidate starts today in Port Harcourt under the leadership of your competent governor who earned to lead this campaign team. I wish Nigeria the best of luck, and I assure you for the next 4 weeks we have no time to rest
day and night, we will apply ourselves to make sure that the end justifies the means. APC! 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 One indivisible Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, sir. While you're still here, sirs, we would like to request some members of the PDP who want to defect to
In
the
Port
APC.
Harcourt, he's talked extensively about what his party intends to do for Nigeria. He appealed to voters of 18 years and above that they should ensure that they obtain their voters card so that they ensure that their votes count. He talked about insecurity, about corruption, and some other vices that his party intends to wipe out. And that the general election, 2015 general election for the APC has now formally, been flagged off here in Port Harcourt. We recall that General Muhammadu Buhari won the ticket to be the flag bearer of the APC in the primaries held in Lagos. And here we are today with the formal launch of his campaign rally in River State.
Talking about
My boss, the national chairman
the Commander-in-Chief of Nigerian Armed Forces, from December 1983 to August 1985, he was also the Executive Chairman Petroleum Special Trust Fund from March 1995 to May 1999, and it is on record that his administration in 1983 to 85 reduced the inflation rate in the economy from 23% to 4%. This was attributed to fiscal discipline. He also introduced work against the discipline to check most of the anomalies in the public life of Nigerians. And those close to him then says his words are his bonds. In 2003, he contested and lost on AMPP platform, challenged the result in court but lost. Recontested in 2007 on the same platform, lost. And also in 2011 under CPC, he lost to President Goodluck Jonathan. But General Muhammadu Buhari has also come back now to say the people, his supporters are saying he should still flag the flag of APC.
And to go to the very basics, General Muhammadu Buhari went to primary school in Daura, in Maidua, from 1948 to 1952, before proceeding to Katsina Middle School in 1953. He attended the Katsina Provincial Secondary School, now Government College Katsina, from 1956 to 1961, and then moved to the Nigerian Military Training School, Kaduna, in 1963. In October of the same year, he was sent to the Officers Cadet School in Aldershot in the United Kingdom and was thereafter commissioned Second Lieutenant in 1963 and posted to the 2nd Infantry Battalion, Abeokuta, as Platoon Commander in 1963. From 1963 to 64, he was sent for further training on the Platoon Commander's course at the Nigerian Military College, Kaduna. And in 1965, he went for the Mechanical Transport Officer's course at the Army Mechanical Transport School in Borden, England. And in 1973, went to Defense Service Staff College, Wellington, India, before he proceeded to the United States Army War College from June 1979 to 1980. Muhammadu Buhari, a general, was military governor of Northeastern State of Nigeria from August 1975 to March 1976. And he was a federal commissioner for petroleum resources from March 1976 to June 1978, and the chairman, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, from June 1978 to July 1975. General Muhammadu Buhari, one-time head of state of Nigeria, who has flagged off his presidential campaign under the banner of the All Progressive Congress, APC, here at the Adoke Amaechi Stadium in Port Harcourt.
Youth of River State, the greatest beggar. Well, my duty is very simple to thank you, and I do so on behalf of our party. I thank all of you who have turned out. I thank my brother, Governor Amaechi, and the state chapter of the APC for welcoming us so warmly. I thank you all. But as I say thank you and bye-bye to you, remember that the change that is upon us can only be done with our voters' card. Go and collect your cards and vote for change. God bless you all. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We close with prayers now, and we're going to call on the governor of Ogun State to give us the closing prayers. Governor Ibikule Amosu.
APC, APC. We thank God for today. We thank Him for bringing all of us here safely. We pray that He will take all of us back safely. When next we are here, we are coming to celebrate. We are coming to celebrate the Kuku as governor, and we are coming to celebrate General Muhammad Buhari as our president. Auzubillahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Arrahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim. Ghayril maghdubi alaihim. Amen. APC.
The national anthem.
Signaling the end of this occasion with prayer. The party has actually commenced its presidential campaign now, having formally introduced the presidential standard bearer of the party and his running mate, Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
That has been the national anthem, signifying the end of the proceedings here at the Adoke Amaechi Stadium. And the campaign train now moves to Uyo in Akwa Ibom State. On behalf of all of us here, on behalf of everybody that has made it possible for us to reach you, we are signing off from the stadium here in Port Harcourt. Thanking you very much for being a part of this transmission, and asking all Nigerians to think of this great nation of ours and how to make it a better place to live in. Bye-bye from here. It's been Hamid Adio and
Femi Johnson.
Thank you so much, Honorable Machinda, Commissioner for Agriculture, River State. The generation has just started. The campaign has started. The presidential campaign is on. The governorship campaign is on. It is time for us to change Nigeria. On behalf of Dignitary, David Silva, the 44 plus one more, and of course, the new secretary, we say thank you.
Fascinating Nigeria. Africa's Africa's biggest market. Extraordinary, fascinating Nigeria.
You are watching NTA, Nigerian Television Authority. For more information and news updates, visit our website at www.nta.ng, or you can follow us on Twitter at NTA News Now, or you can like us on Facebook at NTA Network News. Stay connected on our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/NTA News Online. Watch our live stream at www.nta.ng/live. NTA, you can't beat the rich.
To all our friends and families, all our fans and viewers, to all our staff nationwide, joy of the season be with you. We wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas and a peaceful, joyous brand new year, because we
There are practices that tell about cultural identity of a people. For man, life may not be meaningful without a cultural heritage, for everything we do is built on the lives and thoughts of people we never saw or knew. One of such cultural elements of man is Ibiari, an annual festival of the Tarok people to venerate the skulls of their ancestors and past chief priests of the various clans known as Punjimbin. The Tarok people are found in Langtang North, Langtang South, and Wasi local government areas of Plateau State. Some of them are in surrounding local government areas. The history of the origin of the Tarok people, like most tribes on the plateau, is speculative because it relies on oral history.
I am made to believe that some 500-600 years ago, the Tarok person originated from South Africa, Zulu stock, long journey through the Central African Republic for many centuries, and some 400 years ago, bivouac in Maiduguri, passing through Cameroons, staying in Maiduguri for about a century, from what history will tell us. We moved through the Mada Hills to Tal. Again, from the linguistic relationship between the Tarok man and the Mada, the culture, the tradition, the customs, you will find out these traces remain there. Of course, like I said, from the Mada Hills, we traverse down the beautiful plains through Bokos and, of course, the Magvo land, and settle with the Tal community again for about 1.5 century. And so by the early 16th century, we were already on the move to a place called Gunu. And Gunu was the first son of whoever migrated from Tal. And from there, the species of the man called Tarok began to germinate.
The Tarok people are predominantly farmers, producing guinea corn, maize, millet, groundnut, and rice in large quantities. Virtually all families rear animals like sheep and goats. A few also keep cattle. Cooperative work, especially on the farm, is common among the Tarok people instead of paid labor. Since the Tarok people are farmers, they are always very busy during the rainy season and therefore have little or no time for recreation. But as soon as the crops are harvested, they can socialize by engaging in ceremonies and frequent visits to the markets. others go hunting for games, while some use the dry season to rebuild their huts that were damaged by the rains. The locally brewed beer known as Inche plays a very important role in the social life of the Taroks. It is always provided in large quantity during festivals, meetings of elders and cooperative farming. The pre-colonial dressing of a Tarok man, like most tribes of the region, was animal skin and some hand-woven loincloth. For the women, it was a hand-woven cloth and beads known as jigida. Marriage among the Tarok was and is still by choice. The Tarok don't betroth their children.
Tarok would like to see that their young ones, mostly boys, when they try to intend those that will become wife to them, as they go around, they find something beautiful somewhere, he will approach the girl. And when he approached the girl, if the girl gives a clue, yes, he will then continue going to that house.
Over the years, issues bordering on child education, funding, and curbing the rate of out-of-school children have remained sources of concern for parents and governments at all levels. One of the steps taken by the government to tackle the challenges is a proposed insurance cover for children in unity schools. The feasibility or otherwise of this initiative and more issues in the education sector will form the basis of discussion on today's edition of Panorama. But first, the news making the rounds. I am Jennifer Igwe. Supervising Minister of Information, Dr. Nuruddin Mohammed, has also assured Nigerian workers of the federal government's sincerity in resolving labor disputes as well as respect agreement entered into. Anthony Forson reports that the minister was responding to perceived breaches of agreement between the unions and governments. The report.
Unions have embarked on a number of strikes to press home certain demands, which range from welfare package to improvement in working environment, as well as restructuring of certain government policies, a position the minister described as healthy, but must wear a human face.
With the labor unions themselves understanding that they have a responsibility to themselves and to Nigerians through the government. What we want to assure Nigerians is that while it is within the fundamental rights of the labor unions to embark on strike, it is also within the responsibility of the government to make sure that that is done in a very responsible and non-destructive way.
Government on its part, Dr. Nuruddin Mohammed assured, will respect any agreement in the interest of the Nigerian workers.
We have to be honest, we did not sign most of those memoranda, but the government is working very, very seriously to make sure that any commitment entered to by any previous administration, this government is willing and is committed to fulfilling it.
The minister was, however, quick to caution that Labour must not use such avenues to blackmail government. In Abuja, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
To talk more about the education sector, I have with me in the studio today Modupe Adefeso Olatuju, an education consultant. Welcome to Panorama.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Now, how would you assess the educational sector, especially at the secondary level in the country in the past year?
Well, thank you very much for that question, and indeed for the invitation to be here. I think that when we carry out evaluations and assessments, the outcomes of interventions are always very important to focus on. And if we are to focus on the outcomes of secondary education in the past 1 year, then I think that I share the disappointment of several Nigerians who are again grieved by the dismal results of our young people in their WAEC examinations. Whilst this is not to suggest that the government and the federal government and the state governments are not putting a lot of effort into education reform, I think that quite a bit still needs to be done for us to be able to reap the benefits of such investments.
In your opinion, what would you say was the cause of the poor performance of Nigerian students at the last WASC examination?
I think that poor performance generally is the result of many different factors. And perhaps what's most important for us to realize is that education is a system. And like every other system, it has interrelated and interconnected factors and elements. And when we talk about failure in the education sector, I mean, we can begin to point blame at many different directions. And we can talk about the failure of the government in the area of funding and administration. We can talk about some of the challenges we're facing with parents, and parents actually taking an active role in their children's education. We can talk about our curriculum and how our curriculum is really not preparing our 21st century. We can talk about, systems within the government, systems outside of the government, but what's really important to recognize is that education is a system, and some parts of that system are not working well, and that's why we're seeing.
But if you have to do a comparison between how it was in the past and now, do you think most of the measures put in place have helped to make it better?
I think that any country that does not recognize that its citizens are being prepared for a new world is doing a disservice to its citizens. And I think that we really do need as a country to sit down and think about where it is that we need to go, recognizing that we do have a rich and positive heritage as a country. It is important for us to sit down and think very critically about our philosophy of education, where we're going, where we want our young people to be, why we're educating them, and then we can begin to see some real differences, I think.
Now, because of what is happening in the Northeast, the government has come up with an insurance scheme. Do you think this will help in tackling some of the challenges there?
I think that any sort of insurance scheme is a positive development, because the idea behind insurance is really that of protection and hedging against risks. However, it is very important that for any sort of mass, policy